to another edition of Ringside Entertainment. I am your host, the precious one, Precious Paul. Fans, before I introduce my co-host, I want to get this off my chest that the commissioner and our new co-owner, TJ Anderson, after last week's vicious and cowardly attack on yours truly, has been suspended here from ECTV from appearing on this show for 1 week. And I am damn glad, that's right, I said it, I am damn glad that he got suspended.
Oh, the precious one. I've never seen you this crazy before. This is unbelievable.
Well,
I mean, why are you so just out of control today?
Well, fans, my co-host, the enforcer, Mike DiPietro, and Mike, you saw the show. I mean, I'm closing the show like I always do, and he blindsided me. I mean, there was just no call for that whatsoever.
No, there wasn't a call for that. The way he did that was just a blatant cheap shot, and I can't believe he did that to you. I mean, how far is this guy going to go?
Well,
something's going to be done. How far is he going to go?
Well, unfortunately, you know, he has control, being, you know, the co-owner and the commissioner, and he does control, again, most of our... Well, it's turning. It's turning to that, Mike, and it's real sad. I mean, you know, why? Because I call him a co-host. I mean, it is my show. I mean, so I am the host, and he was on, like you're on today, so you are a co-host. And he blindsided me. It was unbelievable, fans. But I'm so happy that he's not here, at least for a week. So I'll calm down, I'm sure, as the show goes on.
Let's get into the show, and you know, let's go back to, you know, some good positive thinking here.
Okay, all right. Well, fans, we're going to rehash between the June show at the Rec. We'll mention the July 1st show at Glendale Park, and eventually, you know, lead to our show at September 23rd back at the Rec Center. Mike, one of the main matches at the June 10th show was stunning Sean Stevens and the ringside heavyweight champion Scott Osborne taking on Team Elite. And of course, if they won that match, they had the right to go for the titles at the July 1st show at Glendale Park.
And I got to tell you, I mean, that whole night was just a tremendous night at the Rec Center. I mean, the crowd was live, like, they were crazy. The matches were all tremendous, especially that match that you just mentioned, Paul. I mean, it was just, you know, it was just a great night of entertainment, and I mean, all the matches, the whole card was excellent. Now,
of course, unfortunately, the show opened on a sour note, thanks to we found out who our new co-owner was, and it really made. I know we were quite upset at the broadcast table, and
well, I think if anybody watches the tape of the show, then they'll see that our comments were, I think, right on target and were poignant, as they say.
Right to the point,
right to the point.
Said. But as far as that match, again, with Stunning Sean and our champion Scott Osborne,
right,
they defeated Team Elite.
Yes, they did. So
that guaranteed them a title shot at Glendale Park at the July 4th extravaganza, even though it was held on July 1st.
Right.
The weather was hot. It was
a great day, but it was very hot. I got to say, all the wrestlers on the Raw, they put out an unbelievable show out there for all the fans. It was great. But like I said, that Stunning Sean and Scott Osborne, they are a force to be reckoned with.
And it was, again, that was only their second time teaming up at the July show.
Which is pretty, I'll tell you, which is pretty amazing, because before, you know, they were adversaries, and now they are, you know, tag teams, and for only the second time together, they got some great chemistry.
And that chemistry was put to the test at that July show. Unfortunately, the result ended up being the Team Elite, the Phoenix and the Reaper, retained their titles. It was a best 2 out of 3 match.
Yeah.
And the final fall, the Stunning Sean was actually pinned by the Phoenix with Stunning's own move, the tour stop.
Right.
And that was quite shocking to me.
I think it was shocking to a lot of people, but you know, Team Elite just they just give you a bad vibe, don't they? Just everything about them.
Well, they do, but you know, now that match. Now,
okay.
For once, I have to say that they wrestled a match that they really didn't have to rely on the outside interference
right.
and so forth. And again, I said it before, and I'll say it again, they can wrestle, but they choose to really bend the rules quite...
Take the easy way out.
Very easy way out, Mike.
And that's a shame because, like I said, they as you said, they are very talented, and when I think they really put their mind to it, they can wrestle and beat anyone on around. So I think that's I think the problem is they're just getting influenced by. So they're getting, by a bad person.
We know who the influence is.
Let's not bring that name up again.
No, which we'll try not to. Of course, now, Finn, at the end of that match, when the match was over, as Stunning Sean was leaving with Scott Osborne, a champion, Stunning went over to Scott, and the champion walked away. Now, I have not really talked to them since that time, but there seemed to be a little bad blood. I mean, I am going to have Stunning on the show in our next segment, so I'm going to talk to him.
Okay, that'd be interesting to see what's going on there.
I don't know what really transpired, but we will find out later on in the show.
Yeah, that was a little surprising to me as well. It was just, kind of, a little weird because they've been, their chemistry has been so good, and then, well, I don't think, my personal opinion is I don't think there's much to it. Maybe it was just, there was in the heat of the battle and stuff like that, but I don't think there's much to it. But you never know, and I think when you have Stunning Sean on, and we'll get to that, we'll get to the bottom of that.
I definitely will get to the bottom of that. I will ask him that point blank question.
We also should mention the July 27th show, which was another huge success.
North Attleboro.
In North Attleboro, Mass. I mean, fans, you gotta come out and see us. I mean, like I said, the people in North Attleboro loved it, and the show was tremendous. It was another great card, and the wrestlers really put out. And what did you think of the card, Paul?
It was a very good card.
Right.
It was a very good card. Unfortunately, I know fans North Attleboro is not next door,
exactly.
So I'm sure a lot of you.
But that's a good thing, is we're reaching out to the masses. So that's now we're really reaching out there, and they're saying. Ringside Entertainment puts on a great show, and now our wrestlers are being recognized. That's the most important.
That's true. And actually, fans, don't forget our website, RSEonECTV.tripod.com. Again, we have results of these past shows. We will have listings of our current shows and down the road, which includes September 23rd, back at the Rec Center.
Back at the Rec Center, we love the Rec Center, and all the people that were involved at the Rec Center are great dying to have Ringside Entertainment back. All the fans are looking forward to it. I mean, as the last show proved, I mean, I think they're just going to get bigger and bigger. I think we might have to turn people away next time.
Well, that's our home base. The ECW had their home base at the little
bingo hall. We got the Rec.
We have the Rec, which is not a bingo hall, but it is a nice building, and we appreciate Billy Bowe down there.
Billy Bowe, who's the director, and all the other staff members. They welcome us with open arms, and like I said, we just can't wait to get back there again. And
again, fans, that is September 23rd. Doors will be open at 6 o'clock. Bell time at 7. Tickets in advance, $7 fans, and $10 at the door. As the upcoming shows, we will tell you the card as it is being finalized.
Right.
We are going to have a little twist. We have actually a new match. Well, a new segment, I should say, which we'll discuss later.
Yeah. I heard about this, and I'm not too happy about it. But I'll leave it for a surprise. I think people will be surprised, maybe shocked.
Well, surprised anyway.
Right.
Now,
could be disgusted.
Well, could be discussed. That could be. Mike, on that North Attleboro show, Stunning Sean Stevens beat a member of Team Elite, Kim and Replay. And fans, because of that, Stunning Sean has now become the #1 contender for Scott Osborne's title.
That is a very interesting result because, I mean, not that Stunning Sean doesn't deserve it, but it's funny how things happen in strange ways. But I'll tell you, that's going to be very interesting, a match. I'll tell you, those two together against each other. If it's anything like it was before, then it's going to bring the house down.
Right now, we assume we assume that since he is the #1 contender, that he will be fighting the champ at the next show. But you never know because the co-owner, commissioner, dictator,
jerk,
whatever. We don't know what his plans might be.
Right.
But, so we're hoping fans that would be our main event for that show. But I guess you'll have to tune in and see us, and we'll let you know as soon as that becomes available to us.
So, also on that night, Scott Osborne, he beat Bo Douglas.
Not that about a show.
Not that about a show to retain the title, and
that was a great match.
That was a real great match. I heard unbelievable things about it. The fans went crazy over that match. So
Bo Douglas is he's been around and he knows.
Bo Douglas has been around for a very long time. He's an excellent wrestler. He really knows exactly what he's doing, and he both guys put out in that match.
I mean, Bo, I believe he wrestles in the NWA New England.
Yes, he has.
Among the other organizations. I don't know what else.
He's been around for a long time, and he's making incredible strides to wrestle. He's a real talent.
I mean, of course, and you say NWA fans, and NWA is really the ultimate back in the wrestling in its heyday. The NWA was the #1 promotion in the world.
Was the promotion.
WWF or WWE, or whatever you want to call them, really could not hold a candle back then.
Not for the NWA. They were all. And the NWA was all over the country, and compared to just parts of the country for other organizations, but they were all over the place.
And of course, overseas in Japan, they were treated like the wrestlers were treated like they really were.
Right.
Yeah. The fans were a little different than they are over here, where our fans, I guess, would scream and yell and jump up and down.
Yep.
The Japan fans were a little more laid back. They
do their little clap.
That's the baseball game.
Right.
That's their. They're very polite, as you said. Right. Yeah, they don't boo, which is really kind of strange. So you may be the heel, but they really don't push you up like the American fans do. But that's
So any other news from that North Attleboro show that you'd like to throw out there, Paul?
Well, again, it was a nice show. It was a block party at City Hall, and they I believe. We were told there was 450 people there,
right?
And that was an outside show, and that was
that many people there is just is a great thing for ringside entertainment as well as all the wrestlers. I mean, like I said, our wrestlers put on a great show, and once again, North Attleboro just proved it.
And I mean, our fans, again, we're in effort for the most part, but. We are one of the largest independent organizations that draw quite well.
Right.
So we're very proud of that, fans, and we're hoping to increase that.
We're going to get just bigger and bigger.
Yeah. So I think I see Stunning Sean back there, Mike. So let's see if you don't mind, I want to bring Stunning on.
Okay.
Okay. And I want to ask him, my pleasure, the enforcer, ladies and gentlemen, Mike DePietro. Fans, at this time, I want to bring on Stunning Sean Stevens and. Find out exactly what went on between him and our heavyweight champion, Scott Osborne.
I heard Everett's throwing a party tonight, so I had to come. Versus Paul, how you doing this evening?
Welcome.
What's going on? I heard you and the enforcer talking about the past couple of shows.
Yeah, we're trying to bring the fans up to date on the past shows, and actually, as I told the enforcer and I told the fans, I'm going to ask you straight up. During that show, after you guys were beaten by Team Elite, you lost the chance for the tag titles. You were outside the ring. You and the champ were leaving. You offered your hand in friendship, and the champ walked away. So I would like to know what happened.
Well, I guess we could say first things first. Me and Scott Osborne aren't exactly what you would call best friends. I mean, we've wrestled each other a ton of times. There's no love lost between me and Scott. I always thought it was a respect thing between me and him. He was the guy that beat me for the Ringside Entertainment title after I held it for 18 months. I'm not exactly, thrilled to go out and party with him and have a few beers with Scott Osborne. But the fact of the matter is, at the end of the day, I respect Scott Osborne. I made a mistake. I accidentally superkicked Scott. Accidents happen. Just ask the Phoenix's mother. Those things happen.
Well, but I don't think we should go there, but that's
But, you know,